So the first thing we're going to do is download dcrd. So open up your browser and head over to docs.dcrd.org. This site has all of the documentation you need to install dcrd and use it. I recommend having a read through after this tutorial. But for now, on the left, if you click on download and install, and then dcr install, and here we've got the instructions on how to install dcrd. Start by clicking on the link to GitHub, and this is where we'll download dcrd from. And to use dcrd on a Mac, we're looking for dcr install Darwin AMD 64. So download this file, and then make a mental note of where you've downloaded it to. Now I've downloaded mine here onto the downloads folder. You can check the location of your download by looking at the path bar here. If this bar doesn't appear on your Mac, you can display it by clicking on View and Show Path Bar. Okay, so we've saved dcrd to our downloads folder. The next step is to make this file executable so that we can install dcrd. To do this, we'll open up Terminal. Now a quick way to do this is to click the search button in the top right corner of the menu bar, or if you like shortcuts you can press Command and space, and then search for Terminal and press Enter. Now don't worry if you've never used Terminal before, you'll be typing commands which may seem a little daunting at first, but it's not so bad once you've done it a few times. Let's start out by finding out which directory or folder we're currently in. So type ls and then press Enter. So right now I'm in my home user folder. You can see there I've got my desktop folder, the downloads, the movies, pictures, documents, etc. Now if you remember, we downloaded dcrd to the downloads folder. So let's change the directory to the downloads folder. So type cd for change directory, and then type downloads and use a capital D for downloads. After you've typed the first few letters, you can actually press Tab on the keyboard and the rest of the word will get filled in for you, and then just press Enter. Now if you want to check it's worked, you can type ls again and we'll see all the files in our downloads folder. My folder only has one file, the dcrd install file. Hopefully you can see the same file on your Mac too. So we need to make this file executable. To do this, we'll type chmod u plus x dcrinstall -darwin -amd. Now remember earlier I said if you press Tab on the keyboard it will fill in the rest of the file name for you to save you having to type the rest of it and risk getting it all wrong. So go ahead and press Tab and then press Enter. Next up, type // then press Tab and again let it fill the rest in for you and press Enter. Great, so dcrd is now being installed. Okay, and it's creating a new wallet for us, and it wants us to set a private passphrase. Obviously I'll leave this bit to you, but don't forget it, make sure you keep it safe. I'm just going to make up any old password for demo purposes, and you'll need to confirm the password by typing it again. And it's asking, do you want to add an additional layer of encryption? So choose yes. It'll now ask for a public passphrase, but don't use the same password that you used in your previous passphrase. Use a new one. Again, I'm just going to make one up and then type it again to confirm. Okay, can you see here we've got our wallet seed? If you ever lose access to your wallet, maybe for example your computer dies or you lose your computer, you're also going to lose access to your wallet. So this 33-word seed will allow you to restore your wallet from any computer. So it's really important that you do not lose this. I'd print it out now if you can, or make a copy somewhere that's safe. If you're going to store a copy in the cloud, it's best to encrypt it. Don't give it to anyone else, don't give it to your girlfriend. Maybe print a few copies, keep one in your safe and others in some other secret locations. Now before you continue, make sure you copy this seed down now. Now just for this tutorial, I'm just going to copy and paste this into a text file. Once you've made a secure copy of this seed, type OK to continue. And I think you need to type OK both in capital letters as shown. Fantastic. So dcrd is now installed and we have ourselves an empty wallet. Let's fire it up. Here let's open up a new tab. So hold Command and press T. Now before we start dcrd, we need to make sure we're in the right directory. Currently we're in the downloads folder. So cd for change directory followed by space ... This will take us up one directory. And we can check it's worked. Type ls to see the current directory. Excellent, we're back in the home user folder. And you'll notice we've got a new folder that's been created for us, dcrd, and that's where we want to go. Do you remember how to change directory? And to fire up dcrd, you type //dcrd. Like me, you may get a message asking if you'd like the firewall to accept incoming connections. Just press yes. Now because this is the first time we're starting dcrd, it's going to take a while to download the dcrd blockchain. And now depending on your internet connection speed, you might need to wait an hour or two for it to download the blockchain. So just let it do its thing. While this processes, you can keep check on the progress so far. We can actually see the amount of blocks that have been processed and the block height. So right now we're up to block 8382. We've got quite a way to go yet because as of April 2017, the block height has reached somewhere around 120,000. Actually, you can check how long we've got to go yet. If you open up a browser and you go to the dcrd stats website, amongst other stuff, which we'll look at later, we can find today's block height. Now if you scroll down, here we are, current block is 122,439. Back to terminal, we've only processed up to block 11,000 so far. So whilst we're waiting for this, let's save ourselves some time by keeping this ball rolling. We can go ahead and sign ourselves up for a proof of stake pool. Back onto dcrstats.com and scrolling to the bottom of the page, we're given a list of stake pools that we can use. Obviously feel free to choose your own. The one I'm going to use here is pool.d3c.red. So go ahead and create yourself a new account. You'll need to verify your account via email verification. Once you've done that and logged in, you'll be greeted with this message. To start staking, you'll need to submit a public key address. Now unfortunately at this moment, for us to continue, we need to wait for dcrd to have finished fully downloading the blockchain. So if you're still waiting for this to happen, pause here and come back in about an hour. Okay, so it's just taken me just under 1 hour to download and process the blockchain. We know it's ready because here it says that we've synced to block height 122,447, and I think that's just about up to date. You can double check that actually by heading back over to the dcrd stats site. I'd recommend actually bookmarking this site because you're going to be coming to it quite often. Now if you scroll down, you'll see the last block is 122,447. 448. Back to terminal. You can see the last block there, 122448. So we're good to go. Let's open up a new terminal window. And so to do that, hold down Command and press T. Next up, we'll get the dcrd toolchain started. So type /dcrwallet --walletpass, followed by your public password that you set earlier. Now for this tutorial, I just set mine to password 2, but you'll have used something way better than that. And then space -- promptpass. Now it'll ask for your private passphrase that you set earlier. So just type that in. Great. Now it's initializing. So just give it 20 seconds or so. And in the meantime, let's open up another terminal window, Command and T, and switch back to your browser, and we'll continue signing up with our stake pool. So hopefully you're still signed in. Now where were we up to? It last asked us to start staking, you need to submit a public key address. You may do so on the address page. So let's click that. And this page gives us all the instructions for what to do next. I'm just going to resize these windows so that we can see both our browser and terminal for reference. So we need to generate a public key address. It says here, to generate a public key address, create a new wallet address with the command getnewaddress, followed by the validate address command. And it gives us an example here as well. So let's first get ourselves an address. So switch over to the terminal window and type /dcrctl --wallet getnewaddress. Then press enter. And there's our address. The next step is to validate this address. So copy and paste the address that we've just made. And the next command is // dcrctl --wallet validate address, and then paste in the address that we've just made and press enter. That's looking good. So the instructions now say that we need a public key address. So let's copy and paste that, paste it in here, and press submit. The next step is to import this redeem script into our wallet. So first, just copy the redeem script, and we'll be using this example code just down here. So back to terminal and type // dcrctl --wallet import script, and paste in with Command and V the redeem script. Awesome, so now you're ready to purchase tickets and start stake mining. But obviously to purchase tickets you need to own some dcrd to buy them with. Now I'm assuming you've got dcrd stored on an exchange somewhere, whether it's Poloniex, Bittrex or Blue Trade. Well, it's time to get that dcrd off the exchange and to start storing it in your own wallet. And that's what we're going to do now. A quick note, every time you withdraw funds from an exchange, it's worth creating a new wallet, so let's do that now. To do that, type // dcrctl --wallet getnewaddress. And there's our new wallet address that we can use. So copy that. Now if you pause the video for 10 minutes, head over to the exchange where your dcrd is stored and withdraw it to your newly created dcrd address. If you're doing this for the first time, here's a couple of screenshots on withdrawing funds from Poloniex. All done? So to check that you've received the funds, here's another command for you to use. It's /dcrctl --wallet getbalance. Okay, so you can see in my case, my wallet is completely empty. That's because this is just an example tutorial, but in your case, hopefully you'll see your dcrd is now there in your wallet. Awesome, so let's buy some tickets. So if you switch back to your browser, and you'll now see instructions for buying tickets. It gives us a few different options for buying tickets. We'll be using option C, which is just a manual purchase for tickets. We'll do this just for now, and in the future you can look at automatic purchasing of tickets. So here's the example command that we'll be using. I recommend copying this command and pasting it into a text file just for now, as we're going to need to change a few things in this command. So this number 35 here, this is the default ticket price. We need to edit this to today's current ticket price. To find out today's price, head back to dcrd stats. That's on the dcr stats website, and scroll down. So on the left here we've got the ticket price, and then on the right we've got the transaction fee. Now they are two separate things. The ticket price is how much the ticket costs, and the ticket fee, or sometimes called the transaction fee, is the fee we pay to get the miners to include our ticket in the block. Now a note about ticket prices, they fluctuate massively. So a good price is anything under sort of 50-ish. Right now the ticket fee is 33.13, so just make a mental note of that. And now back to our text file. So this is the command that we're going to be using to purchase the tickets, and we've got the number 35 here. Obviously we're going to change that now to 33.13, which is the current ticket price. Great, so now we'll take a look at the ticket fee. So open back on the DCR Stats website, open the Ticket Fee Explorer, and you can see that on the current block the average fee is 0.66235. So I'm going to copy and paste that and write a new command to set our ticket fee. So copy and back to terminal, back to text edit, sorry, and the command is /dcrctl --wallet setticketfee, and then paste in the fee that we've just copied. Now to guarantee that your ticket gets mined a bit earlier, you may want to up that a little bit. We can change it to 66335 if you want to, it's up to you. So copy and paste that command into terminal and press enter. Now sometimes when you paste into terminal those two dashes, they don't always appear as two dashes, so sometimes you just need to go back and retype them. Finally, our last command, the one that's actually going to purchase our tickets. Back to text edit and copy and paste our purchase ticket command. Paste it back into terminal. And press enter. Now in my case it says insufficient funds. That's because I was using a wallet that had 0 funds in it. Hopefully yours should say something like this, in which case you've been successful and you've just purchased your first ticket. Now if you want to see if it's gone through, you can use this command here. And you'll find that you've got one ticket in the own mempool ticks section.